Hello everyone there, my name's Andrew. I've started this new account on Instagram. I'm not a big Instagram user usually in terms of my own account, but I can certainly see the benefits at this point of time as an effective way of communicating with everybody. Seems to have a lot more momentum than say Facebook does. So the reason I've created this channel is I've just seen so much of the, as we all have, the crap that's going on with our current politicians and what's happening in our society, particularly, Victoria's been getting it pretty hard. I know because I'm in Victoria, and obviously other states are starting to see it too. So we have anything but leadership at the moment. We have people in power, and they're essentially just lunatics. So you can see it in their eyes. So what we really need now is to try to find ways, solutions to help one another. So I've created this in a way just to show you and express some of the things perhaps I have learnt over the years that have helped me that perhaps may help you. Now, I don't have all the answers to whatever people are going through. I don't know what all the individual problems are out there, but I can offer what I can. So the first thing I actually am going to put up is a link to a book I actually wrote last year. Now, I actually wrote this originally on overcoming mental health, like bipolar disorder, because for most of my life I'd had that, and I was diagnosed with it, and I did the whole thing with all the medicines and all that kind of crap, and I didn't get better. I got worse, and I was really, really fat for a while. So I've gotten over that, obviously. Don't think I look fat. I know they say video can make you look fat, but I don't think I do. So I'm going to put a link to that. It's not to buy. It's actually, it is to buy, but I'm actually just going to put a link there for the PDF download and use as you will and get what you can out of it, because it's whether you've got mental health issues or not, it's actually very relevant to everyone in life anyway. It's about taking care of our mental health anyway, and not whether you have problems or not, but it's just going to make you aware of a lot of things that are working against you, and potentially right now too. You might not realize a lot of things that are actually making things harder for yourself. And I'm not talking about things aren't already hard. I know a lot of people have, financially are pretty, doing it pretty tough. And that's only one thing, let alone the isolation and all the mental pressures that are going on to people at this point in time. Anyway, I do have it here so you can see it. Just a little cover thing here, and I don't know, the light's a bit glary on there, isn't it? There we go. Don't know if it's going to come out correctly. It looked like it was in reverse when I put it up to the monitor then. So that's the first thing I'm going to contribute that I can. So I do hope it's helpful for people in some way or another. And look, reach out to me as you can if you need to. And I don't know, that's mean I'm going to get bombarded with a lot of emails that I can't keep up with, because to be honest, I sometimes struggle with the amount of emails I get right now. But I'll do my very best, because this matters. You matter, whoever you are out there. I do care. I actually do care. The funny thing about this is, maybe not the best choice of words, funny. Nothing really funny about what's going on. I've spent a lot of time over the years educating myself into many things that are going on before all this happened, because I knew this was going to happen. And it's not because I'm psychic. It's because of the people that I follow and read and listen to, who have been advised through whistleblowers and all sorts of things that this whole thing, was a setup for a long time. It was a long time coming. And I try to tell people vaguely years ago, and of course it falls on deaf ears a lot of the time. You just sound like a crazy person. And perhaps not the best choice of words there. But I'm not trying to convince anyone, just trying to make people aware of things. So it's not even really about being right. It's just that it's interesting that I actually do care. As I was trying to get it, I do care about people. That when I've tried to reach out to people, you're often mocked and laughed and ridiculed at, and it's unfortunate, because I don't do that to other people, because I actually do care. Unlike the politicians. It's just incredible, isn't it, that a lot of people just can't see that still. It's incredible. No matter what's going on, it's just incredible that the human psyche, that how manipulative. It can be manipulative, as we've seen that, but manipulated as well So it's, I mean, we know that happens through the mass media and propaganda and all that sort of stuff. I know that probably a lot of people who are watching this now are probably aware of these things already. But even if you're not, maybe even if you are pro all that stuff, well, I mean, look, I'm not trying to create division. You're very welcome here to learn as you can. But look, I really do care. If people have had the vaccine, I'm concerned for them, and it's not unfounded. So if you have had the vaccine, I'm sorry to hear that. There's a link that I will probably put up, maybe even in this, that I haven't even checked it out yet, so I can't say too much about it. But I was watching something just recently the other day, and before the interview started, they actually had a link to somewhere where if people had the vaccine, that they could potentially, I don't know much about it, I don't know exactly what they were claiming 100%, but could help you in some way reverse that. I don't know how much truth is in that, so I'll really probably have to check that out before I do anything, maybe. But look, we don't need division now, and we need proper. Well, we need leadership in a way, but the truth is we should all be our own leaders. And I know that that's not the reality, and that's at this point in time why we generally need leaders, because most people, to be honest, are quite lazy with their thinking. We do have a society of laziness in that regard, and it's not just about thinking; it's even just being informed. I mean, it's like the old expression that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of you experience this too, that you can just give people so much information and they just don't watch it, or they don't care. And there's actually a fair bit to say about that attitude, because, well, I'll just touch on one thing. If you're someone who's willfully ignorant and you're pointing the finger, particularly at people like myself who have actually spent time, for not just recently but over the years, learning, doing personal development, all that sort of stuff, and then you just blindly just accept what the government tells you and does that, and you don't even try to go a little bit further, no matter what people are telling you, well, you're actually responsible for this mess. You really are, and you need to take some accountability for that. It's not just the politicians. And I mean, the same thing goes with who we vote for. If people don't really check out who they're voting for, again, you just have to take the blame. Take the blame if you've been part of it. And I will too. Whatever I've been a part of that's contributed, well, I accept that too. So we're in this mess because of our ignorance, essentially, a part of it anyway, to what's really going on. But the thing is, by being willfully ignorant, you're giving up your freedoms, but you're then, by doing so, you're giving up everybody else's, and that's not okay. That really isn't. Because now we have to fight for not just our own freedoms, but the people who have just given up theirs freely so easily. And that's really, well, it's a lot of things, isn't it? So anyway, I'm making this a short video, and I hope people find the book of value, and if you do, I'd love to hear some positive feedback. So anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful, great day, and I look forward to making many more videos that are going to be helpful in some way. Okay, thanks everyone.